yeah. But some woman slightly part, yeah. It's in room sliding with no marks, yeah. Ice on my neck, I don't talk, yeah.
This is an unscripted, rambling ass vocal video. Hello, this is my voice. And I'm going to be talking about Lean For Real by Playboi Carti. The magician, the the inventor of music himself, Playboi Carter. Yes, Lean For Real is the third track off of Dial It. I love that album. I've listened to it like 50 times because it's like drinking, it's like audio crack or something. It's like, you ever taste the marshmallow part of Lucky Charms? That's this whole album, just in a nutshell. It's like, it's like shoegaze rap, trap, dream pop also, but also every other genre mixed together. He has invented music, and I love it. So I'm going to analyze the lyrics of this masterpiece classic featuring Skepta, can't forget about him, and produced by Indigo Child Rick. And if he happens to hear this, I hope he makes more tracks because this shit is amazing. Listen to it literally 100 times. So yeah. So it starts, he's running it up, and he says, I'm on a beam for real, I'm on a lean for real, I'm on a beam for real, I'm on a lean for real, I'm on a beam for real, I'm on a lean for real, I'm on a beam for real, I'm on a lean for real, I'm on a beam for real, I'm on a lean for real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the first chorus. Beans refers to drugs, and lean refers to lean. He has the bag loaded, got it all the time. What could this bag mean? Well, according to Genius.com, the bag means money. Nickelodeon, I got that slime. This is a reference to Nickelodeon slime. In the 90s, there was a show called, what the fuck was the show called? Oh yeah, never mind, I gotta look it up. Double Dare, the American television game show in which 2 teams compete to win cash and prizes with, yeah, you get it. Yes, the slime is a punishment for not doing shit right, so do it right and you won't get slimed on, is what this Carti man is saying. The dream mode, yes, the fashion brand started by the producer of the song. He has 2 nines in a coupe, yeah, silly bit, that's Scoop. Now, Scoop, it could be a reference to his favorite flavor of ice cream, lean flavor, but it also could be a reference to his old job, scooping up dog shit. It's more of like a coming up story, how Carti has gone from the bottom to, oh yeah, diamonds wetter than your boots. It's really it's a commentary on how the American system, you know, the American dream of going from rags to riches has really affected Carti and his rapping skills, his experimental rapping. and we go on back to the chorus. I'm on them beans for real, I'm on a lean for real. The magical chorus, it exemplifies so heavily his lifestyle, you know, on being on drugs and being on lean, a mix of some fucking cough syrup and Sprite and some candy, I forgot what it was, and him just absorbing it, you know, him taking it to his system and trying to get a high, but does it last forever? No, nothing lasts forever. And this is what Carti means by this, you know? The song is sweet. It's like lean, but it's only 3 minutes long, so you have to replay it, and suddenly you're addicted to the song, and you listen to it 100 times, then you realize you've listened to nothing else for the past, like, year, and Lean For Real is your new favorite song by Playboi Carti. So it represents how we can get addicted to something if you do not watch it carefully enough. Anyway, the Dridge, again, he got the bag loaded all the time, and the slime. Oh, and the line that I did not reference, keep it tucked on a T. Shout out to that midnight, or 9. This line, what's according to Genius, says he keeps a firearm tuck, like his Midnight Studio shirt. So this shirt of his, this Midnight Studio shirt, it's fashionable, right? It's midnight, so it means it's dark. Could be, you know, so it blends in. It's camouflage. It's tucked in there. You would not notice it. The 9. The gun, the caliber of the gun he's using, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, And we have the Skeptaverse, and Skepta's and everything. And we have him starting with trust, no, dap you up, that's super sus. Better get used to us, how to get Super Saiyan, how to get bird's eye view. It's a computer game. You see, bird's eye view, it's a computer game, GTA run the streets. You're gonna play GTA 1, it's in bird's eye view, obvious. Blank is fucking food, this is a fucking feast. Man, I can't throw in peace, just throw up the V. Drinks put on my shoes, these put on my sheets. Blank is talking grease, please. In this 15-line verse, this man, this Skepta person, he defines how pleasure works in our society. He says Super Saiyan to reference Dragon Ball Z, a popular anime that premiered in America at least in the early aughts, and it exemplifies a point of pleasure for a lot of Americans. Dragon Ball Z, is the most popular anime. It's the most popular anime over on the West Side, and he had to go bird's eye view to see it. Now, blank is fucking food. Stupid. I'm gonna write a script. This is dumb. This is fucking... Man, I can't throw in peace. I just throw up the V. Now, V stands for the sign. The V sign, whenever you saw to make peace, with the whole hand thing, from the one, the aliens with the... Yeah, that one. Drink spilling on my shoes. Weed spilling in my seats. On my seats. They talking grease. What is grease? Greasy. That means you're drinking... You're smoking weed and you're going to fast food restaurants and feeling greasy, You need to wash your hands. You're gross. And then Mr. Carter goes back into his verse about lean and beans. Beans and lean. Chorus. Beans and lean. For real. Bean, lean? For real? Bean, lean? For real. You see, the point of repeating this is to show how drugs have affected Mr. Carter in his life. It's really sad, actually, to see a man with such talent and such talent go down this route. But how would he make his art without his beans and his lean? This is a good question. This is a question that we cannot answer. Does lean and beans affect the way Mr. Carter makes his art? Would Dialect exist without beans and lean? I don't know. I cannot answer that question. I cannot answer these questions. Now, on the final words, on the outro of this magical 10 out of 10 track, we have Indigo Child Rick saying, yeah. So this final set of words is the climax of the track. Well, no, the following action, let's say, wraps up. It's like the resolution. It wraps up everything they say within a word that's like a 4-letter word that just means an agreement. Yeah, like that's how it really is. Carter's statements about drug use and Skepta's statements about entertainment and the fragility of life and the futility of going after pleasures that won't do anything for you in the long run. It's so emotionally so emotional to Indigo Child Rick that he only can just say yeah again and again, because it feels he described everything. He can't even add on to it, Indigo Child Rick is just agreeing with them because they said something so deep, so personal, so intrinsically so valuable to human culture that he can't even add to it. Like the poor man, he has to go and have the last mini verse on this track, having to finish off such a banger. And don't even get me started on the production. This same man has created a beat that sounds like God is spitting on your face, and he's saying like, yeah, I'm on the beans for real. You feel like you're on the beans. That's the point of the track, right? You on the beans? I don't think I'm getting through to you. I don't think you can understand what Mr. Carter is trying to say here. When he says you're on the beans, you are really on the beans for real. Like, Mr. Carter, not Mr. Carti, Mr. Carter, like the Lil Wayne track, Mr. Carter. You see, this man, he's something special here. He has managed to create all genres wrapped up in the one. If you put a fucking My Bloody Valentine album and the latest. If you put that with the latest Lil Pump album, you would get something like this, wouldn't you? You would get something as deep and intellectual and so Harvard-worthy, but it's not appreciated like that, is it? Mr. Carter, Mr. Carti, I may not say his name in vain. Mr. Carti has made the best genre ever made. It's called, the best language ever made. It's called Cartonese. He speaks in Cartonese. Man created his own language for this new album, and you do not appreciate it. If you do not give Dial-It a 10 out of 10, you are not respecting human culture, human language. This man created a language, a dialect for his album. His baby talk kind of thing. No one else can do this. And you're still underrating him. Mr. Carti, Playboi Carter, this man. Really? Okay. Okay. Like, at first, this was supposed to be a thing about one song. Even for real. But I don't think that singing this one song, it's not strong enough for you. Like, on this single album, this single piece of work, you have songs such as Long Time, in which she talks about how his coming up, it took a long time. It took years. He's been in the game since 2012, and you not paying attention to Carti until now? Some people still aren't paying attention to Carti. But again, it could be more. What about Love Hurts featuring Travis Scott? The Travis Scott feature, some good lyrics on that one. You have the audacity to ignore, like, lyrics like, all these flows is mine, all these hoes is mine, shorty want a rock star, La Flame. He says La Flame in it, bro. You ignore that? You want a rock star. Shorty want a rock star? Shorty want a rock star. Okay. Like, I get it if you don't like Playboi Carti. But this man brought in Travis Scott, Mr. Tractor Scott himself from Astro World, and you don't appreciate that? This man can resurrect Tupac himself, and you still not look at him. You still not give him the attention he deserves. You see Flatbed Freestyle, a song that is noted for being a hip-hop head killer. This man, in the intro, he says, buh. Do not tell me that those buzz did not get you in your feels. Those B-U-H, with the exclamation point. You're telling me that did not get you emotion? Mr. Carter did not make you feel something. In the sense of, you did really nothing? Like, you must be a robot. No emotion. If you do not give Dial-It a 10 out of 10 now, seeing these buzz, you see this? This man, my bitch, getting goat head, G-O-A-T, goat, the best in the game. If Carti says it, it must be fucking true. But no, you still not talking about Carti, yeah. Playboi Carti is just off your list. The greatest rappers of all time, you got Jay-Z, okay, yeah. Blueprint was good. Oh, you got Kanye, yeah. Pretty much everything he did was good. You got everybody. But you don't have Carti? Eminem can say lyrical, spherical, miracle, but you do not touch the Carti? Tragic. Do I have to scream it into your face that Playboi Carti is the best rapper? Do you not get it? From this one album alone, middle of the summer, he had a feature of a woman. It's not just men in here. It's a feminist album. Playboi Carti has created the best feminist album of all time, and you're still not paying attention to his Dial-It tape. You even have another feminist figure in the rap community, Nicki Minaj. Now her verse was not my favorite, but still, it counts. It's a great figure. Carti understands the point of adding these artists. Playboi Carti, he knows what he's doing. He is a magician of the arts. Playboi Carti, he can do anything. He can scream into a mic for 30 minutes, and I still buy that tape, bro. But you're still saying Playboi Carti, oh, he ain't one of the greats. Oh, mumble rap. I want real rap back. Real rap? Real rap? Who gonna be realer than Playboi Carti? And let's look at the final track, the finale, the grand finale of this fantastic piece of work. He has the best lyrics of all time, the best chorus ever made. The Beatles, yeah, make good chorus. Yeah, they got good chorus here or there. Yeah. Beyonce, yeah, she ain't no single lady. She got good chorus, you know. But you see this chorus? This man says, I'm at the top of the building. 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 I'm at the top of the top of the building. I'm at the top of the building. I'm at the building. I'm at the top of the building. And on and on. And you still, after this album, he realized he's created something that's so great. It's so magnificent. It's so genre bending. It's a 10 out of 10. He's at the top of the building, and you still do not respect him? This man, does he have to rap 59 words per second? Does he have to be like, woo? No, man. Playboi Carti, Mr. Carter himself, Mr. Jesus Christ. This man, he's went from SoundCloud to Soundscapes. He could have an orchestra in his next album. You don't know. Whole Lot of Red, classic, wouldn't happen. I tell you. But no. Playboi, he ain't real rap, dog. He mumbled, dog. He mumbled on his take, dog. Hey, PA don't come out. No, PA ain't coming out. No, stop it. You know, I'm done with you. You know, if you don't respect Playboi Carti, how could I forget to mention this? The cover art of Die Lit is a punk masterpiece. It represents the rage and vengeance he feels for modern society and modern rap, and start a new society that speaks only Cartonese. And you know, at least give the man credit where it's due. He's a modern day Gil Scott-Heron. The revolution will not be televised. It's not televised. It's Cartiized. No? Put respect on his name. Put respect on his name. Mr. Carter, Playboi Carter, classic. Die Lit, classic. Die Lit, 12 out of 10. It breaks the scale. 12 out of 10. Actual classic. Like, to finish off this adventure that we had, when we talk about his most emotional song, track 18 of the classic Die Lit, Rip Frito, Notice Me. This is and as Genius says, Rip Frito is a ode to Derek Coleman, better known as the stage name Frito Santana. Mr. Frito. I do not know much about Frito Santana, but I do know that Carti respects him, so I respect him. If your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. It's like that. You see? And this beloved figure, he uses some of his he uses some of his power to, sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. He uses some of his fame and fortune to bring it back to the little guy, the man who's bring it back to little man, collaborator with Chief Keef, another classic artist. I mean, he was on Yeezus. I mean, come on. And he uses this to tell about his memories with his friend and colleague Frito Santana, Derek Coleman. Now, chorus is just, it's emotional. It gets you in your feels, you know. He hidden the bitch from the fire. Notice me. Hidden that boy from the file. You don't notice me. Yeah, I hid for the bitch from the fire. He ain't noticed me. I can't do it well. I can't do the Carti the justice. I'm sorry. Yeah, hidden that bitch from the fire. Notice me. hitting that boy from the fire. He ain't noticing me. He ain't noticed me. He ain't know it's me. Ooh, he ain't noticed me. He ain't noticed me. Huh? Hitting that boy from the fire. He ain't noticed me. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? That's a good question. Stop asking me that question. What does this mean? I don't know what it means. It's a mystery. It's part of Carti's way. He wants to expand his art because it feels a surface level. Oh yes, Frito Santana was my friend. I miss him. That'd be too surface level for Carti. He wants to keep it underground. He wants to keep it for the people, like the Beatles did with "I Am the Walrus." He wants to make his art maybe a little more out there, so analysis will be a little harder for people like me. Mr. Carter does not want the point of Rip Frito to be obvious because it make it die off. If you knew the reason that he said, "You ain't noticed me," well then what would be the point? The memory of his friend would die off and it just fade away into obscurity because you already know what it means. It's like a challenge, like a puzzle. If the puzzle is never solved, you keep trying it. You keep going back at it. You're like, well, this Rubik's Cube a little hard, but I'll learn how to do it eventually. There's gotta be something but no. But if there's like, oh yeah, I saw that a few years ago. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You wouldn't go back to it. Even if it does have the best beat in rap history. What's the point? What's the point of having analysis for something that's so deep or it's so absorbent, you know? You have to really think about it. Like my brain is boogled by the fact that this guy had the opportunity to make such a deep song. It's amazing. The world we live in where Dial It, the greatest album ever made, can be publicly adored by a subset of fans, like a cult unit, is a world that I want to live in. A world that can appreciate art, any kind of art, even one that's so deep and it's so emotional. It's so just like Playboi Carti. He makes you jump, but he also makes you think. He makes you sit down and say, Am I being like Carti today? What would Carti do in this situation? I don't know. But I know one thing. Now this video had no point, and I'm just talking about a trap album like it's God's gift to earth, which it is. But the whole point of this is, just because it's a certain type of art doesn't mean it has any less value to another, you know? Some people would say, oh, this album's just repetitive trash. Make them any less right, I guess, even though that's a sacrilege and they should probably be thrown out for that opinion, just off of the internet in general, but it's a perfectly fine opinion. And if people agree with me and say Dial It literally invented music and it's the second coming of Christ himself, then who am I to disagree with them? The whole point of this is, if you like something, you really should, keep liking it despite whatever people tell you. It's easy to say, oh yeah, keep liking the thing you like, obviously, but if someone else says, oh, that thing's shitty, you don't have to agree with them, That's all I'm saying. Anyway, it's my voice. I might do more of these. This was shitty and unscripted and awful and horrible, but hopefully they get better. I mean, had to go out and just record something. This is what I thought of, I guess. So, look out for more of me, I guess.
I know you heard all about me. See me on TV, Instagram, bitch, I'm poppin'. Cash Carti, my lane, no stopping. Niggas sneak this and they tryna plot me.
Got it all, fight ball.
Find that host and fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.